Hey guys! I have never been so happy for fall to finally get here. I've been so tired of 90, 80 degree weather with humidity, and I'm just so happy for it finally to be in the 60s. Today I'm going to be doing the Finally Fall book tag. This tag was created by Tall Tales, and I will leave a link to her video in the description box below. This is a relatively new tag, and as far as I know, I haven't been tagged to do it. This tag has been going around a lot on BookTube here recently, and I just really have been wanting to do it. So without further ado, let's get started. Question 1. In fall, the air is crisp and clear. Name a book with a vivid setting. This was probably the hardest question for me because there are 2 or 3 books I know that when I read them, I could see everything like I was there. But for the life of me, I couldn't think of which books those were. And I don't know why, because it's not like I have read a whole lot of books in the last couple of years. But one book setting that did stand out in my mind was the Lux series setting. Everything from Katie's house to their school to the town to things that happened in the last 2, 3 books. I can't remember off the top of my head if it was just the last 2 books or if it was the last 3 books. But all of those settings were incredibly vivid, and I could clearly picture them in my head. So I know this wasn't one of the series I was thinking about that had a very vivid setting, but the settings in this series really stuck in my head as incredibly lifelike. Question 2. Nature is beautiful, but also dying. Name a book that is beautifully written, but also deals with a heavy topic like loss or grief. I couldn't go with any other series other than the Shatter Me series for this. Not only is this book very beautifully and poetically written, which I have to say was kind of confusing when I first started the book, but each books in this series deal with very heavy topics. I also think all the covers of these books go really well with this tag, considering all of them have an element of nature. Question 3. Fall is back to school season. Share a nonfiction book that taught you something new. I was very adamant to not choose a school-related book on this, and I don't own a lot of nonfiction books. The top 2 that came to mind was The History of Cannibalism, which is kind of morbid and not as interesting as I thought it would be, and The Age of Democracy. But the problem with both those books was nothing really stood out in my mind, and I really didn't learn anything new. So the one technically nonfiction book I went with is The Art of Inuyasha. This deals a lot with the actual artwork from the anime and the manga, but it also has Q&As and interviews, and those are the same thing. And it has like little stories about the creator and how they created the anime. And then while you're reading through, it also has facts on the side of each of the panels. So even though this is technically not 100% nonfiction, my main focus was back here where you're learning stuff about the creator of Inuyasha and the actual art. Question 4. In order to keep warm, it's good to spend time with the people we love. Name a fictional family, household, or friend group that you'd like to be a part of. When I was thinking of this, I was also thinking about the consequences of being in that character's world. So I was going to go with the Mortal Instruments series, but I have a feeling that the entire time would be spent being attacked by demons. So I went with the Percy Jackson crew. Specifically the group from the Heroes of Olympus series, because everyone is older, wiser, and has a lot more friendly conflicts that I would just love to sit back and be entertained by. 5. The colorful leaves are piling up on the ground. Show us a pile of fall-colored spines. I didn't actually have a lot of books with fall leaf colors, but I think I did alright. At least where I'm from, the leaves are more of a dark red color or a really bright yellow. So I mostly tried to get red and yellow books. But question 6. Fall is the perfect time for some storytelling by the fireplace. Share a book wherein somebody is telling a story. And truthfully, the only book I could think of was Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. because Kath is writing a fanfiction for the Simon Snow series. Question 7. The nights are getting darker. Share a dark, creepy read. The only book I have that could be considered dark or creepy is The Call, and I still don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. Question 8. The days are getting colder. Name a short, heartwarming read that could warm up somebody's cold, rainy day. Haiku! I know I've mentioned this book like so many times in the last few videos, but I swear, this book just makes me so happy, and I want so many other people to read it because I know it'll make them happy as well. Question 9. Fall returns every year. Name an old favorite that you'd like to return to soon. I don't know if I can consider it an old favorite since I read it last year, but I think I'm going to go with The Infernal Devices by Cassandra Clare. I haven't actually read that many graphic novels. I believe I've only read the graphic novels for Twilight. So I'm really looking forward to reading these because just flipping through, I already love the artwork. Question 10. Fall is the perfect time for cozy reading nights. Share your favorite cozy reading accessory. To be honest, if I'm reading at nighttime, I'm usually sitting in this chair or just laying on my bed, and I really don't need anything besides a bottle of water when I read. Sometimes I actually forget that I even need to drink anything to live, and by the time I actually come up out of the book, I am halfway dehydrated. So I really don't need much while I read. But something I keep close to me while I'm reading is my notebook, so I'm gonna have to go with this. Question 11. Spread the fall anticipation and tag some people. Well, since I'm supposed to be spreading the anticipation, I'm just gonna go ahead and tag everyone watching this video. And you guys should let me know in the comments below if you have a cozy reading accessory, because I feel extremely weird saying a notebook is my cozy reading accessory. But that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!